Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give you a lovely cabin build in 10 minutes. This is a really quick build, but it's also really cute and it's part of this new little settlement that I'm building here in the plains. Please don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Of course, give this video a like if you think this build is great. Now let's get into it. And first up is the measurements for the foundation. Once you've leveled everything out and you put down the foundation, the first thing I wanted to do was put in a staircase. You can of course make this longer, you can make it steeper, that's absolutely up to you, and it also depends on the layer underneath the build, but I put a simple staircase and 2 pieces of stone. Now we're going to start with a log beam 4 meters, a little bit further in, so not at the first stone but at the second, then a 2 meter and then a 4 meter. The 2 meters will later become the windows, which is why we want it to be shorter. On the back wall I have made space for a door at the back. You can also use it for a window or you can just leave it shut. So I've left this open, but it's completely up to you what you want to do. Again, on this wall I'm also going to be putting a window, so I'm putting a 2 meter log beam in the middle. I'm going to mark them off here so I don't forget that this is supposed to be the windows, and the windowsill will be at that second layer of log beams. So let's continue around with the 4 meters all the way to here. We're going to leave the door area open, and at the front I'm also doing a window, so we need to do 3 times 2 meter log beams here. Again, this is completely optional. You can have no windows or you can have other windows if you want. That's up to you. For the door, we're going to do some 1x1 wood walls. There will be 3 on top of each other, but I'm putting 2 now because it's a bit in the way. So we're going to mark that out, and then we're going to start layering more core beams. So the whole outside of all the walls are going to be core beams, except for that part just next to the door. That is because you can't layer 1 meter core beams, it's either 2 or 4. So that's how it worked out. Then we're going to lay 6 core beams on top of each other. Don't forget to leave holes for the windows. I've left 2 log beams for the window. You can have it taller, you can have it lower, absolutely up to you. So I'm just following all the way around with the log beams. Now that we've finished layering all the log beams, we can start on the rest of the building. It looks great already, doesn't it? So the next thing we're going to do is put the last bit of wall up by the door. And of course we're going to put in a door. Which way you put it, that's up to you. I like it this way. You can also put a double door if that's what you want. And of course, if you've made a space at the back, don't forget to put a door there as well. And I'm going to put some regular 2 meter wood beams in the windows just to make them look a little bit more even. We have finished with the windows. It is now time to put in a floor. Now, in the middle of this, as you know, all my videos are made in live mode, which means that, of course, when I started putting a floor in, it started raining. So if you see me repairing things, please don't mind. I did cut out quite a bit of it. It took a long time. So the only place we're not going to lay a floor is back here. You can of course put this anywhere you want, but these two tiles is where I'm going to put my fireplace. And you can't put fire on top of regular wood. You have to put it either on the ground or on stone. So in a moment we're going to fill it in with a couple of stone blocks. And of course here comes the fog and the rain. As mentioned, in this hole is where I'm going to put my fireplace. I'm actually going to use a hearth and not regular fires, but I'm still going to put stone underneath because it needs it to be supported by, well, the floor. Either that or you're going to have to build it without a foundation. Now, I like having a foundation because it looks pretty. Now I'm going to put 4 wood walls, 2 on each side, which is going to be part of the chimney. Onto my least favorite part of building a house in Valheim, it is the roof. If you want to layer it normally from the edge of the wall, that's absolutely fine. I wanted to have a little bit of an overhang, half a tile to the front and half a tile out, not more because then it would look too deep. I had to play around with it a little bit, and of course I have to layer some bricks on the sides as well. So I have an overlay and I put 3 of the corner 26-degree pieces up along the roof. That will fill perfectly in with the wall pieces at the back. Now we're just going to lay the rest of the roof normally. Perfect! That looks lovely. Now I need to repair everything. For this bit, we're going to use some 26-degree thatch roofs to kind of direct the smoke out, and then we're going to put 2 wood walls at the front to contain it. Now we have a lovely little fireplace on the inside. We just have to put some corners in on the outside, or technically on the inside still. They're 26 degrees, and this should make the smoke go directly out and not cloud the room inside. Then we're going to fill in the wall with some half walls and a full wall. And the back side is finished. On the front, we're again going to layer the corner walls 26 degrees, 3 on each side. I should remember to shut the door every time I come in. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to use the half walls again to fill in the gaps. If you want to have this gap in the middle, that's absolutely fine. I want to make a wall there because it makes the main room and the small room at the front a little bit cozier. Now I'm going to glitch in these 45 angles. They're going to kind of stick out a little bit at the top roof, but that's okay because it gives character. So I'm edging that in at about halfway through, and then I'm mirroring it on the other side. Now we have a full wall, and of course we need to put a roof at the front as well. I'm not creating an overhang here, I'm simply pulling 2 of the roof pieces 26 degrees straight onto the wall that we've just built. And of course I need to repair everything because it's live mode and it's raining. I should put the roof up first, shouldn't I? Again, we need some 26-degree corners. We need 2 of them on each side and then a half wall. Make sure that they connect to the roof and not to the bar below because, well, it's possible to do it like that, but it will look a bit strange. There we go. All right, now we need to put some lovely beams at the outside, make it look nice and pretty. If you don't want this, that's absolutely fine. If you don't have enough wood for it, that's absolutely fine too. I want to put some 26 degrees here, and then I'm going to put a cross on top of it to make a bit of character, and I'm going to do the same on the back. It might also be handy to have a little staircase on the back so that you don't have to jump through the door every time. Now for the fireplace inside, I'm using a hearth. You can of course use 2 regular campfires or even 1 regular campfire, but this configuration works really well. Now for the reveal! Are you excited? I definitely am. This is how my little cabin turned out. So this is a part of a settlement that I'm making. You can see a little glimpse of another one up in the left corner. And I'm really excited to show you the whole thing. There will be another video. So let's go around a little bit. It's very typical like Scandinavian lumber cabin, or even, I don't know, Swiss lumber cabin. I think it's really, really cute, and it's really easy to make as well. And you don't need a lot of resources, which is great for me because I only play in full resource mode. There's nothing wrong with playing with free resources, but it makes it a bit more difficult. On the inside you have everything you could possibly need. You have a bed. You can also put single beds if you're 2 people or more playing, but I think this configuration with this little kind of room at the front, a little alcove, makes it really, really cozy. We got a little bit of decoration, we got some circling trophies to make a bit of light, and such a lovely mood inside this place. On this side we have some clothing, we have a forge, and we have some storage next to the door going outside. At the back I'm storing some of my lumber and of course my cart. Inside we got a lovely table with seating for several people if you want to invite your friends over to your lovely lumber cabin. And you have a beautiful view of the fire. Over here we have a little desk where you can either eat or, do your paperwork, because Vikings definitely did that. And over here we have the map table, which you'll definitely need so you don't get lost. I can't wait to sleep in this bed. I think it's going to be absolutely lovely. Really happy with this one. I think that the space inside is really good. I think it's really well used. And again, it's low resources. You don't have to fill it with all of these things. That's up to you. That was everything for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you can see when I upload videos. I generally upload videos on Sundays. I always try to get at least 1 video out a week, and I would really appreciate your support. Until next time, bye!